Good morning. This is Henning Wicht from iSupply. It's my great pleasure to be today here with you on Solar PV TV. The European Strategic Energy Technology Plan. Is it realistic? This is a topic I'd like to discuss today. This topic has to be seen in the context of the upcoming Copenhagen Global Energy Summit. Photovoltaics has a significant role to contribute for CO2 reduction, and the EU SET plan already has set a kind of target to be achieved by 2020. It's an ambitious target. It's 20% of energy provided by renewables, and thereof 12% by photovoltaics. And here the question is that realistic? And what does that mean for Europe and photovoltaics industry? So, and to be mentioned that we had in 2 weeks ago, on the 22nd of October, an international meeting in Stockholm, Sweden, where the European SET plan has been presented and discussed inside the industry and community. For PV, we had a specific section where the APR roadmap has been presented, as well as the European Commission roadmap. Both roadmaps are well harmonized, what it seems on the first view. The important message here is that both roadmaps announce to achieve 12% of the EU 27 countries electricity shall be provided by PV. Now, what does that mean in terms of installations, and is that possible to achieve? This is the question we want to address today. So 12% of electricity in 2020 means 462 terawatt hours, and if we assume an installation average in Europe of about 1200 kilowatt hours per kilowatt peak installed, that comes to the end of 390 gigawatts of solar PV power, system power installed in Europe by 2020. So keep that in mind, 390 gigawatt cumulated installed in Europe by 2020. Now, if we go back in the last year, so around 10 gigawatt cumulated have been installed already. So is it possible to go from 10 to 390? This is the question we want to address today. The growth from 10 to 390 gigawatt corresponds over this time through a 35% annual growth rate for Europe. Now we broke that down here in this little table you see here. So we start in the year 2008. We have this cumulated power of 10 gigawatts. Now if we increase this by 35% every year, we see in the lower line here new installations. So you see this over the years. And then we end up by 2020, according to the 390 gigawatt cumulated, corresponding to about 100 gigawatts installed new capacity. So this is a target we have to achieve, and you see this is the key figure we have to have in mind, the annual new installed capacity in Europe. This chart here shows the iSupply forecast of installations. So the forecast here is given in megawatts on the left scale. Excuse me. It's going from the 5.3 gigawatt we had last year to around 4.8, maybe 4.2 gigawatt, 5.2 gigawatt this year. Next year, a strong growth. Next year, 2011, then also strong growth. The year-to-year growth rate from our forecast is always between 16 and 14% on a global level. The green curve here, this little curve, indicates what is demanded by the SET plan. Now, how does that split into the different regions, and is Europe really able to achieve what it is set for?